The writer sits in the middle of the noise he's used to, the noise that lets him know he's home. He tries to imagine what it would feel like if the feeling would become tangible, if he could roll it in his hands, let it trickle through his fingers like the fine sand on the beach. He does this in the vain, futile hope that he will be able to cast the intangible into the mold of the tangible. As he writes this, he looks over at Wat. The writer takes in the short gasps and the deafening silence that follows his announcement. He wonders what the mood will be after, what the mood will be during the pizza and the mojos that were promised to all. He wonders how he will complete the task assigned to him, to capture the mood, the feeling, and the message of a family that will have to see one of their most sacred, their closest, one of their most loved, leave.
Overtly, he hopes that what he writes will be able to bridge the impasse between the tangible and the intangible. Secretly, he writes with a sense of finality, that his words fall like the heavy, somber raindrops on the roof, the painful percussion of a gloomy day. Secretly, he suppresses the tears that he knows he has to let fall, at one point or another. Secretly, he whispers to himself that inside the salty, distorted world of the falling teardrop, one can make the intangible tangible. Eyes are an ocean in which my dreams are reflected. Dear Wat, metaphorically speaking, there are very few things that we finite, temporary humans can use to illustrate the intangible becoming tangible. And yet, truthfully, that's what has to happen when we come to accept you leaving, because we will have to fill a tangible void with an intangible feeling of acceptance. Denial and sadness, of course, first, but ultimately acceptance, as well as we must hope for the future. We have to welcome a new person to lead the team and let go of the tangible rapport that we have with you. We have to experience the tangible feelings of sadness, yes, the tears, the deep breathing and the clogged noses, and the depth of emotion that ultimately is intangible and indescribable. Sorry, I digress. My favorite device, be it metaphoric, philosophic, or whatever, to use to complete the tangible-intangible cycle is something we experience every day, something we cannot live without, something that answers the question, what illuminates the tangible while itself remaining intangible? The answer is light. Light itself does not have a form, and it cannot be encased or fully described, and yet it is able to bring to the forefront a great many things in our world. So thank you, Wat, for being a light to so many people. Actually, thank you for being a lighthouse. For standing tall amidst the world's waves of tumult and disorganization. For showing that a good foundation and an unblinking eye for optimism and the best in people safeguards even the most treacherous of shores. For allowing some to have their own proverbial dawns in the team. For being the final heartfelt rays of light as some enter the dusk of their careers in HP. For shining brightly when our own personal darkness would overtake us. And for humbly dimming your own ability to let the ability of others shine through. For letting us become stars in our own individual rights, creating constellations in the sky to guide and to inspire others. For showing us the way, blazing a luminous corridor amidst the creeping, insipid darkness of the world, for igniting the torch of hope in each of us and fanning it to keep it alive, for showing all of us that the spark of second chances is a gift that is both seen and given, for being a beacon that shows us where we come from and where we have yet to be, for guiding us home, always. Finsis understands Wat and we accept your decision as you sail towards new horizons. As we dress your ship with memories, good feelings, and warm stories, we hope that it will fortress it against the uncertain waves and the treacherous tides of the sea that we call life. And so it falls to the FCS team to keep the lamp lit, to keep the torch burning, to return to you your own gift of light, to be your lighthouse as you sail on another great journey. We as a team cannot foresee the future, as that would be hubris. We cannot change the past, as that would be futile. We can, however, endure and create a place where you can always return. A harbor. FCS is and will be safe haven, a safe haven which you helped create. For you and your ship, a shelter from the storms, a companion to you, the great lighthouse. May you have the wind in your sails and calm seas for all of your voyages. And remember, you can just look back at our lighthouse to see where you've been. And in case you get lost, you can look up at us to see where you need to go. Be well, Walter Yu. We are with you, always.